And just like that, we're back again, ladies and gentlemen. Episode 2, Season 2.
Season 2, baby.
Of the Division Podcast. I'm Ryan G.
I'm Mr. Taylor.
And as y'all can see, two-man game today. Pick and roll.
We representing for the division, baby.
You know what I'm saying? Two-man game. We got it running up in here today. Reggie F. Actually, he is in the home state of his idol. He is in Ohio.
Shout out to Reggie F, man. Hope you had a safe travel. Hope you made it safe.
I seen some pics on the ground.
Oh, he did? Oh, okay.
So, yeah, in a restaurant and everything. So it looked like he made a good trip out there. I know he's going to go visit some of the landmarks of his baby daddy out there, LeBron James. You know what I'm saying?
I asked him, was he go find the stomping grounds or where it all began?
Oh, yeah, you know he got to go. So, he out there in Cleveland, got to do it,
shout out, man. Be safe out there. Wear your mask.
Yeah, man.
Be careful.
No doubt, no doubt.
I hope you make it back safe and sound.
Safe travels, man. Safe travels.
Shout out to Reggie F.
And the rest of the crew doing that thing today. So me and Waylon going to hold it down like we always do about this time. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So to start off, NBA heavy. We got a lot going on, a lot that has happened in the Orlando bubble.
In the bubble?
Man.
Where they have 0 COVID cases reported.
0.
As of 2 days ago.
Which is a great thing. I think them with the quarantining is actually working.
Yep. I mean, they didn't have much left in their season, so the bubble kind of working out with them. I mean, they playing 2 weeks of regular season, getting ready to go into the playoffs.
Gearing up, trying to get that engine back on.
So they didn't have much left because most of their season was played during the pre-COVID. So.
And a lot of guys came back like really in shape. Like Ja Morant came back. I think they said he gained 15 pounds of muscle.
Yeah.
Zion had lost a little bit of weight. I can't tell by looking at Zion, but we'll talk about him later.
Yeah.
And some guys that weren't really balling before the 4-month break came back with it on their mind. Phoenix Suns.
I mean, I'm just looking at people like the Pelicans, and I mean, even the first game they played back, they take Zion out with 7 minutes and 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Didn't put him back in. And, I mean, you trying to win or you just out there just to play?
He didn't play at the end of the game today, and they lost.
And you see, that's what I'm saying. I mean, why are you in the bubble?
Brandon Ingram, I want to say he had 24 or 26 or
B.I.,
whatnot.
baby, the next.
Don't you say it.
Next
Don't you say
Kevin
it,
Durant,
boy,
baby.
Get out of here.
The new and improved Kevin Durant, shall I say.
New and improved?
The new and improved
that
Kevin
boy will
Durant.
never win an MVP. Man, you better put some respect on KD name, boy.
KD better get out there and play ball. Last thing he known for is going to play with Steph now.
He popped his Achilles.
I'm just saying.
Oh, y'all act like that's just
Lost
something
to
easy
Kawhi
to
and the
come back
Raptors.
from.
Well, I'm just saying, hey. You got to do what you got to do. Kobe did it, came back, scored 60.
Yeah, he came back, and it took him about a year.
Old Kobe.
It took him about a year.
Old Kobe come back and put 60
KD
on that Achilles.
Back, KD coming back.
Tell KD to step his game up before he get replaced.
Let's get into replaced by. We not even gonna go there. Let's check out these standings, bro. We in the East. This is what we're looking at right now. The Bucks have clinched today. We're gonna get into them in a little bit. Toronto, Boston, Miami. The Pacers and the 76ers. Pretty much the same that it was from last week. The only ones that are up for contention is that 7 and that 8 spot. Right now in the 7 spot holding it down is the Brooklyn Nets. In the 8 spot, the Orlando Magic.
So you say the Brooklyn Nets or my Brooklyn Nets?
No, the Brooklyn Nets.
So it ain't your Brooklyn Nets?
No, it's not my Nets. It is not my Nets until
well, you
KD
know I got to represent
back.
for Fur and Reg.
Fur can go sit down
They would have caught
man.
that same thing, too.
Newfound Laker fans who just became Laker fans last year, traveling around the globe.
If you're going to roll with him, you got to roll with him.
I'm going to roll with him when he play. I have yet to see him on a Brooklyn Nets basketball
But he
court.
on the roster?
He on the roster.
That's
I ain't seen him play, though. I got to see him play, man.
I saw him in some warm-ups. He looked pretty good.
You seen him in some warm-ups. Come on, man. I'm talking about
I saw him working
action.
out in the gym and playing some one-on-one with somebody.
So the Eastern Conference, we got the Nets and we got the Magic. The only team that's really up to try to get that spot, the Washington Wizards, I don't think they're going to get it. So pretty much the way the East is looking, I believe that's the way the East is going to remain.
So you still taking Bucks coming out the East?
Oh, yeah. I'm taking the Bucks. But Toronto has made me think twice.
How good is Toronto? I mean, I'm still taking the Celtics, but Toronto looked pretty decent.
Man, Toronto look good.
Not just because they beat my Lakers the other day, but they look pretty decent. They
Not
playing
just
some
that,
good
they
team
playing
ball.
good ball. Like
I like Pascal Siakam.
They remind me of the Spurs in that everybody touches the ball.
Yeah.
The ball doesn't stick. It goes all around. Everybody get a touch, and they go with the man with the best shot. Real reminiscent of that Greg Popovich style with the Spurs, where everybody got a touch and you went for the best shot. That's the exact way they play.
I just don't know if I'm taking them to get back into the finals, though. No, that ain't enough.
Not the finals, because I don't think they got anybody.
It took a buzzer beater from Kawhi last year to get them in there, and I mean,
get past
Kawhi
Philly.
not there.
Yeah, and I think Giannis got it on his mind. A lot of people are saying a dark horse team, if you want to look at a team from the East, Miami.
Oh, get out of here.
I've heard a lot of people talking about Miami.
I heard that, but I ain't putting no relevance on that.
I can see them getting knocked out in the second round. But I guess because they got Jimmy Butler.
I could probably see them giving somebody a 7-game series.
I can see that.
I mean,
they got a good squad.
Yeah, it's a young team, so.
Young team,
Jimmy
they got
Butler.
talent. I seen Iggy play today. Iggy got him an alley-oop. Surprised me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that kind of surprised me or whatnot.
He getting old.
Yeah, he getting up there. Still getting a check, though.
Yeah, he getting a check.
Still getting a check. Hey, Golden State ain't want him. Miami said, come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
So, I mean, I'm sticking with what I started with, Celtics out the East.
And going to the West pretty much remains the same. The Lakers clinched the number 1 seed
Let's
in
go
the West.
Lakers, baby. We back.
So,
we been back.
Y'all been back, huh?
We been back, baby.
This year, y'all been back. Y'all been back this year. Make sure you stress that point for some people out there that think.
We got Anthony Davis, the new alpha.
The alpha.
And we back, baby.
Oh, yeah, hold on. Let me put the camera on me. Yo, get them boys
now,
going.
you know they got to watch this.
Oh, yeah. The alpha. Answer this for me, Will.
See, that's what happened when you miss.
Yeah, thank you. Answer this for me. How are you the MVP or want to be considered the MVP of the league when you lead your team in one category, assists?
Well, I mean,
when the other guy on your team leads in everything else, leads in rebounds, leads in steals, leads in field goal percentage, leads in rebounds, leads everything else.
Blocks and points.
Blocks and thank you.
Well, I mean, it's a team. It's a collective effort going on over there in the purple and gold.
Who's the engine,
and, I just think it kind of hurt. It's going to hurt LeBron in the MVP race that Anthony Davis leading all them categories. But, hey, we back, and that's all that matters.
That should be all that matters. Really and truthfully, I don't even think that LeBron is even worried about an MVP.
I hope not.
A lot of his fans are more worried about it than him. I believe he's going after a ring. I believe he's really trying to go ahead and get a ring.
Yeah.
But if the other night was any indication,
no, it wasn't no indication.
They got some work to do.
We clinched and we took a night off.
That's what it was.
Yeah, we rested. Now I don't know why we resting. I heard LeBron sitting down tonight.
Oh, we're gonna get to that.
But
we're gonna get to that.
I just know everybody just rested since March.
4 months.
Yeah, but hey, let's just
we gonna get to that. We got the Lakers, 2 seed is the Clippers, number 3 seed, the Denver Nuggets, who are also looking good. Michael Porter Jr. Still at the draft when they went ahead and got him. They sat on him for 2 years, let him get right and get healthy, and he's been balling. I want to say averaging almost 37 points a game.
That's the kid out of Missouri, huh?
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
Playing good ball.
He is?
Oh, yeah. Utah, the 4th seed. OKC, number 5. Houston Rockets, the 6th seed. The 7th seed. Dallas Mavericks. And right now, Memphis is holding on to the 8th spot, but I don't think they're going to hold it. I think your prediction is going to come true. You had made a prediction that the Portland Trail Blazers were going to go ahead and take that 8th seed. And the way it's starting to look right now, I believe that could be a very strong possibility because
I got Portland.
Memphis looking like boo-boo.
I got Portland, yeah. Memphis losing some key games.
They haven't won a game.
They losing games to people that they in the race with.
They haven't won a game.
The Pelicans beat them the other day.
Yep.
I mean, it's tough.
They haven't won a game in the bubble yet. Phoenix is looking good, but I think Phoenix got too much ground to make up.
They 4-0, huh, in the bubble?
Yeah, they 4-0, but I think they still got too much ground to make up because they would have to overtake Portland, and Portland would already be in for the play-in. You only got 4 more games left.
Oh, okay. They got to be within like a game and a half of the 9th seed or something. How many? 4 games of the 9th seed?
Yeah, 4 games. Okay. So right now, if we go back and kind of take a look at the standings or whatnot, right now they're 29 and 39. Portland is 31 and 38, so I mean it's a chance.
It's a chance.
It's a chance. Because Memphis,
they're not too far back right now after that 4-game stretch.
Memphis might be out of there. See, if Portland outright gets the spot, like if they just knock Memphis outright,
yeah,
and then Phoenix could come up behind them, then Phoenix would have a chance. Spurs been playing good ball
for
also.
the play-in. Okay,
Yeah,
I got you. I
man.
see where you're coming from.
Yeah, man.
The
So
Spurs, how the Spurs been doing?
Spurs been playing all right. Spurs been playing good ball. I don't know their exact record, but I know they've been winning games.
Okay,
And they've been in every contest. You know, a Greg Popovich team, they're going to play
that's it.
to their abilities, and they're going to do what they do, and he's going to get the most out of them. Not really talent-laden, but they still have DeMar DeRozan, and they're out there. They're trying to give a best effort, man. They're trying to keep that streak of playoff.
Shout out to the Spurs.
Making it to the playoffs still there. I think 23 years if they make it this year.
I think they'll be one of the teams that break down after this season here. And the DeRozan and Aldridge, it just ain't working.
Nah, man.
So
They need to just change that. Blow the whole thing up and start over.
that's what I'm thinking.
Now, we're going to your Lakers, sir, when they clinched the #1 seed the other night.
We back.
The Alpha had a game, boy.
Yeah, that was the clinch game right there.
42 points, 12 rebounds, 3 steals. He made 4 3-pointers. His 3-point shot, he been working on that in the offseason. Well, during the hiatus. He's definitely been working on that.
Anthony Davis, that's what I'm talking about. That's what we need. We need somebody that's going to get out there and lay it all on the line.
116-108. Utah didn't have anything for the Lakers that night. They
We
just
clinched
didn't
that
have it.
night. I know Kyle Kuzma came out. Shout out to Kyle Kuzma. Came out and shout out all the real Laker fans that been there through the tough times, the losing times, and even the winning. So that's what the true purple and gold do.
Not all these bandwagon jumpers that follow LeBron over there. Huh?
We in there. That's what we here for.
Now, here was a question I seen somebody had posed on Instagram, so I took a still shot and I wanted to kind of pose it to us. And if y'all want to comment in the comments, we've been getting comments coming in. We got the comment of the week coming up, but here's something else for y'all to comment on. The last time the Lakers were the #1 seed, it was back in 2010. Kobe Bryant, Lakers, #1 seed, they won the championship that year. Last time they had the #1 seed.
Rest in peace to the Mamba.
Yeah, R.I.P. R.I.P. Now you have LeBron and AD, #1 seed. Almost 10 years later, are they going to win the chip?
So
That's
the
the
last
question.
time we clinched the #1 seed,
Y'all
we
won
went
the
in there
chip.
the #1, we won.
Y'all won the chip.
Well, we winning anyway.
Now take it, it's a whole different year now.
Yeah, but we back though. So we winning it anyway.
I don't think y'all winning it.
You don't think we winning it?
No, I don't think y'all
You still got the Clippers?
I don't think y'all. The way y'all looking right now, bro.
Why are we looking? We just clinched. You just talking about why we clinched it.
Y'all just clinched, but bruh, when AD, we gonna get to the game that happened last night in a minute. But y'all clinched, yeah.
So I mean, are we talking about the Raptor game or?
No, I'm talking about the game last night against OKC when Chris Paul looked like old Chris Paul.
Well,
from
you
the
know,
Charlotte, from the, New Orleans
LeBron. He
Pelicans.
takes it easy on his buddies. That's I mean, that's the only knock I got on him. I mean, he take it easy on his buddies, and he passed a little too much when he win the game on the line.
LeBron shooting 41% in the bubble. The Lakers have the worst offensive efficiency in the bubble.
But what
out
you
of
just
all the teams.
You see Anthony Davis up there? That's all you need to see right there.
Yeah, but he got to do that every night.
Yep, that's all we need.
He got to do that every night.
That's all we need.
And, I mean, he has to get some type of contribution. Not to say LeBron's not going to contribute. I know that he is, but right now he's having shooting woes.
Well, I saw a graphic when LeBron scored over 30 points, we undefeated. So if he get in the playoffs, he need to get over 30.
I don't even think he approached 30 since he been in the bubble.
Well, he need to get over 30 for the playoff games. So that's a stat that can't be overlooked. I didn't say 25 points and 10 assists. I didn't say 28 points and 11 assists.
Mm-hmm.
The stat was over 30 points equals undefeated, 20-0.
So AD
that just lets you know right there. Make sure you get your 30, LeBron, and do all the extracurricular activity on your own time.
Go get your assists.
Yep.
Go get your assists. All what you do, you know
It
what I'm
didn't
saying?
say nothing about the assists on the graphic. It say the 30 points. So go get your 30, and we're going to make it do what it do.
Well, we're going to get back into the Lakers.
I think he had 19 or something last night when we lost.
Yeah, he shot bad.
Yeah.
They shot bad. The Lakers, just as a group, have been shooting bad since they've been in the bubble.
But they shooting, unlike Kevin Durant. So
Why you ain't gonna bring up KD?
Get on out there and play some ball, KD.
See, y'all so wrong.
Get on out there and play some ball.
What old busted Achilles? Y'all want him to just rush himself
he
back?
Need to get on back and play some ball.
He ain't coming back this year.
We playing ball though.
He was already out for the year. This is still the year.
We're gonna save some of that commentary for next year.
Oh yeah, KD gonna be back, and he gonna be fine.
Hauling up bricks.
He's gonna be. He said Kevin Durant and bricks in the same sentence. He said Brandon Ingram's going to be the next new and improved Kevin Durant. Brandon Ingram ain't even going to sniff an MVP. KD got an MVP.
There you go.
KD been averaging 20 since he came into the league. 20 or better. Never averaged below since he's been in the league. Get out of here.
Brandon Ingram averaging over 22.
Oh, man.
We can't include the game when the Lakers let him play 20 games.
And he had all them points today and they still lost. His team looked horrible in the bubble. Yeah. Horrible. And he got Zion. I don't want to hear that. No.
KD teams lose.
He's a good shot maker. He's a good shot maker. Speaking of the Pelicans, since we just spoke on them, they've been having a tough time, bro. The hometown team. Tough time. But this game they actually won. Yeah. This was a game they needed to win.
Got to have it.
This was the game when they were going up against the Memphis Grizzlies. We know that they hold the number 8 seed right now. So this was a game that they were trying to get a game up on them or whatnot. And they won that game 109-99. Coach Gentry actually let Zion play until the end of the game. He had 23, 7, and 5. And they won that game. And they won that game. So
I don't even see why you would even be resting anybody right now, because you need to be in the game. You know, you need to be in the flow of the game. You need to be in shape, basketball shape. And whatever you've been doing during quarantine, it really can't equate to baskesketball conditioning.
It seems like to me they handling them with kid gloves too much. Like if that was the point, then why even bring them into the bubble then?
Well, I mean, I think back to whenever, before the bubble, when LeBron James and some other NBA players was pushing back against the bubble because they want to play in front of fans. I want to play in front of fans. I want to play in front of fans.
Right.
Now we in the bubble. The fans been waiting for 4 months. You're in the bubble. Basketball has resumed. And you sit resting games.
Somebody made that comment today.
Come on, bro.
It's like, man.
I mean, we've been waiting for 4 months. If you want to do something for the fans, don't be sitting out games.
And my thing is, the playoffs are in a week and a half.
It ain't even a lot of games they playing in the bubble.
Y'all need to get back into a rhythm. I was trying to explain that to Mr. Fur earlier on our little chat line that we have in private, and we were going back and forth. And I was like, bruh, like they've been off all this time. They need to get back in rhythm.
Yeah, just don't make it like you're all about the fans and they enjoyment if you're going to sit out games.
Thank you. They lost last.
Period.
The Lakers had lost, and they felt butthurt, so they're not going to play the Rockets tonight. Psst. Anyway,
I saw Westbrook sitting out too.
Yeah, I guess after they decided they wasn't gonna go full squad with the Lakers, they're not gonna go full squad with the Rockets. So hey. Next game we got the Rockets and the Trailblazers.
Big game right there.
Damian
Lillard
had a game 21-9-8. They won 110-102. That was a good game right there. D. Lil beats Russell Westbrook again.
Man, it's just like every time the Rockets get on a roll. They beat the Bucks the other night, and then they go and lay an egg.
Mm-hmm. And Portland trying to get into the playoffs. So anybody that they playing is going to get their best effort.
They got to have it.
I love some Damian Lillard, man. He brings it.
He one of the original ballers, a couple of people that can make it back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
He be one of them.
And some of the young guns, young Jedi, Devin Booker been balling, cuz.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
He did his press conference today. He said he keep his Kobe shirt under his uniform.
Yeah, that gives him motivation and whatnot.
on his shoes. Yeah, I know.
Beat the Clippers at the buzzer.
Man.
I saw this one at the end. He had 35, 4 rebounds, 8 assists. He made 6 3-pointers. The boy's shot is pure.
Devin Booker is one of the best shooters in the game.
And he has his
He right up there with Clay and Steph and them. He can shoot that rock.
Yeah. And he has his Phoenix Suns 4-0 in the bubble.
Yep.
4-0 in the bubble after beginning of the season. Just
probably about 3 seasons ago, I think Booker scored like 70 in the game.
Suns actually don't have a bad squad. They just got a young team.
Yeah.
Like Ayton, I like Ayton. DeAndre Ayton at center, I like him.
He's still playing? Yeah, he's skilled for a big man. Good footwork.
Yeah, when I left today, before I left to come over here, they were on television. He was leading. I believe he had 22 points at the time or whatnot. They ended up winning that game today, but we'll get to that in a second.
Okay.
Next game that we got for you, another bubble baby. That's what I'm going to call them. The bubble babies. They get in the bubble and they start balling out of nowhere. TJ Warren.
Oh, yeah.
This guy's been averaging 40.
Didn't he score like 50-something the other night?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He's averaging 40 right now.
And he had another 32 last night?
32, shot 17 times, made 13. He got traded from, I don't want to get it wrong. I believe he got traded from Phoenix to the Pacers for cash considerations.
Oh, okay.
And he was so mad about that when they asked him. He said, y'all traded me for cash.
Yeah.
Like, y'all didn't even get a player back. So he used that for motivation coming into the bubble, and he's just been performing.
So where's he getting all this time from? Is he playing in place of Oladipo? Or where he
Oladipo,
he getting his playing time from?
I think Oladipo was playing, but the man's just balling. You can't deny it.
Okay.
They got him in there. Pacers, you don't really keep up with the Pacers too much. We don't really keep up with the Pacers.
Yeah, they'll get somebody a good series. They always good every year for getting somebody a good series for the playoffs.
Good, well-coached team, decent roster and whatnot. You got Oladipo. You have Domantas Sabonis.
Yep.
You got TJ Warren now. He's starting to show himself. So, yeah, man.
I thought Sabonis was hurt. So he back playing?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. So, just to compare Booker with Warren, the Bubble Babies, Warren, 40 points a game, shooting 65%.
Oh, so the Pacers hadn't lost in the bubble either.
No.
I didn't know that.
And, they lost today, matter of fact.
Did, okay.
They lost to the Suns.
Okay.
I think they played the Suns today.
Okay.
Got that coming up. And Devin Booker, 31 points a game, 5 assists per game. So they came into the bubble prepared. They were ready to go to work. And they trying to get their teams either solidified into a better playoff spot like the Pacers or trying to get their teams into the playoffs like the Suns.
Yeah. Okay.
So now we got some more games to kind of run through you. We've been waiting on basketball so long. We got the Celtics and we got the Miami Heat. And the Heat that took this one, 112-106, Bam out of Bayou. He had a double-double that game, 21 points, 12 rebounds.
Tough loss by the Celtics.
Yeah, the Celtics are some people's dark horse team. Also, Miami is some people's dark horse team to actually get to the Eastern Conference Finals, maybe.
Nah, I wouldn't go that far.
And then with the 76ers, we'll talk about them in a second. I believe they're about to fall off.
They just took a tough loss to the Celtics the other day on a buzzer beater.
And they lost Ben Simmons.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Dislocated kneecap. He's going to be out indefinitely. So
that was in the bubble?
In the bubble.
Oh.
He's out indefinitely. So you could pretty much say done with Philly. Because you ain't got Ben Simmons, you ain't got a chance. It's not happening.
I don't think so.
So we got the Mavs and we got the Kings. The Kings been playing hardball. They're the ones who beat the Pels today. Got that score coming up. But they're also trying to make a run for that 8th spot. Playing hard, but I don't think they're going to happen.
They're a little too far out, I think so.
Yeah. Mavs, 114, 110. Luka had 34, 20 rebounds, a career high for him, and 12 assists.
And 12 assists?
That man will be an MVP.
Was he the only one out there? He had to be the only one out there.
That man's going to be an MVP before it's all said and done, I can guarantee you. The way he plays, and he's young, and as long as he can stay healthy.
Yes, indeed.
As long as he can stay healthy.
I like Luka.
Yeah, I like Luka too.
Shout out to Luka.
And he plays fundamental ball. He can do all types of different things. So, yeah, he's going to be an MVP one day, trying to solidify that spot for his squad in the playoffs. Now, Memphis just falling off the map. Falling. The Jazz came back and beat Memphis after they had lost to the Lakers, so they were trying to get back to their winning ways, and that's exactly what they did. They beat Memphis 124-115. Joe Ingles, 25 points, 5 assists, and 6 3-pointers made. For all my fantasy people, y'all know Joe Ingles? Y'all know Joe, man. Y'all know Joe. Joe's going to give you 3-pointers, and he's going to shoot. He's going to get you some points.
He's a bona fide spot-up shooter, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah, that's definite. And we got the Raptors and the Magic. The Raptors also been playing great basketball. A lot of people thought they were going to fall off after Kawhi Leonard left. Far from the truth. They are the number 2 seed, and everybody's been getting shine on their team. Fred VanVleet, this game, he had a double-double, 21 points, 10 assists. I like the Raptors.
Yeah.
Raptors playing good ball out there.
I like them. I don't know how much I like them, but I've been watching, and I mean they play some good team ball. But I don't know if Pascal Siakam. I mean,
is he ready?
Where you going when you need that basket? Is it Lowry? Are you gonna trust Siakam with the ball? I don't know.
They're gonna have to now. They're gonna have to, or you have somebody like Lowry. Lowry. I've never been a Lowry fan, but Lowry played good. Like that game
playing
against
some good ball right now.
Yeah, he's been playing good in the bubble. You also have VanVleet. He's been playing good ball, so their guards are pretty good. You got Powell coming off the bench. Siakam, they're gonna have to kind of. I like his skill set,
man.
But when the pressure come, but he won a chip last year. That counts for something.
Yeah, he nice.
That counts for something, man. Having been to the finals and won.
He get a little too careless with the ball whenever he's trying to create. So
true. This is true.
They can figure that out. I like the Raptors too.
76ers and the Wizards. 76ers beat the Wizards. Joel Embiid had 30 points, 11 rebounds, 3 steals, and 2 blocks. But the news from this game is that Ben Simmons is out indefinitely with a dislocated kneecap.
So that happened in that game?
That happened in that game.
Wow.
Exactly, in that game. And the killer part was he was just shooting a 3. It wasn't from contact or anything like that. He shot a 3, and when he came down, he landed kind of just awkward, and he was kind of limping, and then he went walk to the back.
When you ain't used to shooting threes, you hurt yourself when you shoot one.
Used to shooting threes.
Wow.
Or just like those injuries like that, freak accidents like that. That's why I'm saying if you hadn't played, you need to actually play to get the body rolling. Like these boys hadn't played for 4 months.
Yeah.
And this was a non-contact injury.
That's what I'm saying.
So this right here, that's pretty much, in my opinion, going to knock Philly out of the race for Eastern Conference Finals. That was some people dark horse team. I believe that's out the window now.
Yeah.
Pretty much. We got the Nuggets and the Spurs. Spurs been playing good ball. Popovich is always going to have his teams playing good ball. Michael Porter Jr., another bubble baby. He's been balling.
Yep.
This game he had 30 points, 15 rebounds, made 5 3-pointers. Some people say he is reminding them of AD.
Well, between Jokic and Murray, they need a third scorer. I mean, they was hoping Millsap be able to step in there for him, but he not a scorer anymore. But
I like Porter coming out of school.
Yeah, with Porter. Yeah, I did too.
But a lot of people didn't get to see him play.
Yeah, he disappeared for 2 years. And
they wanted to make sure that back was right and everything. And since he's been in the bubble, man, the man been balling.
He too young to have back issues, though.
Yeah, that's always something to kind of watch over. But with the best doctors in the NBA, they set him down for a good while. So
yeah, they did.
We're going to see what's going to happen from that. We had the Celtics and the Nets. Celtics with a good victory right here. 149-115 blew out Brooklyn. Jaylen Brown, 21 points, 5 3-pointers made. Boston, they came back on this one and wanted to make sure they got back to their winning ways as far as that goes.
149 points on Ryan's Nets.
No, on the Brooklyn Nets. Now, this is the game right here.
Now, here we go.
OKC.
We quick to get back to this one.
Los Angeles Lakers. OKC 105, Lakers 86. The game after the Lakers have clinched.
That ain't nothing but LeBron playing against Chris Paul.
21.7 rebounds, 6 assists.
He do that friendly stuff whenever he get to playing against his buddies. So,
you think that's what it is?
I wouldn't expect nothing less. That's all that was. He was just playing with his buddy. And he took it easy on him.
They didn't look good that game, way.
Hey.
They can't make the three.
Just let me remind the fans, that was the game after we clinched. So, everybody took a night off.
They're 2-2 in the bubble.
Yep.
2-2.
We're where we need to be. We in number one. We're getting ready for the playoffs.
2-2.
And the number 1 seed.
2-2.
So.
And this ain't a normal number 1 seed. That number 1 seed don't mean jack this year.
Why it don't?
Because there's no home court.
Well, and
you just playing for your seeding to play a 7-game series. We playing on the same court every game. Ain't no crowd in the back. Ain't none of that.
We trying to play the 8 seed.
It matters for that. But then do you really want the 8 seed this year?
Yeah, we want them.
You want D-Lil.
We want them.
Y'all want D-Lil. Who going to guard D-Lil?
Whoever we need to guard.
Caruso?
Whoever we need to guard.
Caruso going to guard D-Lil? Not LeBron. We know. Damn sure LeBron ain't getting on D-Lil.
D-Lil not going to score 120 points.
And Nurkic?
D-Lil not going to score 120 points, and we scoring 120 plus.
Melo?
We scoring 120 plus.
Y'all don't want to see the Blazers. Them Lakers do not want to see them Blazers in the first round. Anybody else but the Blazers. That would be the worst matchup for y'all. Worst matchup, because they could take y'all 7 games, and even if y'all beat them, they gonna take their pound of flesh.
What's the Trailblazers record?
Trailblazers, they trying to make it into the playoffs, so they like 30 some odd, 40, something like that.
They not ready for us.
Okay, all right. I hear you talking. Now, these were games today while we were on our way to the studio, so we're going to update these real quick. Pelicans lost again.
That's today. Okay.
Zion didn't play at the end of the game again today. Lost to the Kings, and the Kings looked good in this one. De'Aaron Fox and Harrison Barnes and Buddy Hield. Yeah, they pretty much put it on the Pelicans. Pelicans had a lot of turnovers. They just didn't look good at all. They hadn't looked good in the bubble except for that one game at all. Heat and the Bucks.
Bucks beat the Heat.
The Bucks were down 20. When I left the crib, I was like, oh, man, Miami is out here now. I was talking about the Lakers. Now we're going to talk about the Bucks. And by the time I got here, them boys that went back and took an 11-point lead. Freak had 33. Middleton had 33.
Giannis. You know,
they clinched the number 1 seed also. The Freak.
Freak
ball.
Freaking.
That's Freak. I listened to the podcast last year. It did sound like I said freaking at first. But then I was like, Freak. Everybody know when you say Freak.
You so rich because you nasty.
that was funny, Bo. That was funny.
Suns won again.
Pacers and the Suns, they were both undefeated.
So that's how the Pacers got the loss.
Yeah, so the Suns, they trying to push for that spot. They trying to push for it. And the Bucks, they went ahead and clinched. They are the number 1 seed in the East. So your number 1 seed in the West, Lakers, number 1 seed in the East, Bucks.
Okay, I like that.
And just to kind of just touch on it real quick, Giannis, better stats this year than what he had last year, which is why he's going to win the MVP. A lot of people want to make LeBron the sentimental vote, the media vote, but actual numbers, 29 and almost 30 points a game, you can go ahead and say. Almost 14 rebounds a game, you can go ahead and say. About 6 assists a game almost. 31 minutes a game. Better stats than last year. Giannis is your MVP, period. I don't care what anybody else got to say. He is your MVP.
I just hope he do something with it and don't go out early in the playoffs.
Yeah, now we're going to find out.
He go out early in the playoffs and he can take them stats.
Now we're going to find out. And real quick before we move on to baseball, we have our comment of the week. Waylon has been pushing this and we got a comment.
The comment of the week.
And this is from Mr. Paul Good. Off our Facebook page, we appreciate you for showing us some love, Mr. Paul.
Shout out to Mr. Paul.
And he just had a comment. He said, I'm a Bucks and Spurs fan. Not sure the Bucks are quite championship ready yet. We'll see. And the Spurs just trying to make the playoffs again, but they have a chance. And me, as the author of the Division Podcast, I got in there and I said, Mr. Paul Good, the Bucks out the East, Clippers out the West, Bucks in 7.
If I'm reading this right, because I kind of got a little love for the Spurs too. I'm pretty sure Mr. Paul is a Spurs fan and a newfound Giannis/Bucks fan, because I just need to know, Paul, were you a fan with the Bucks pre-Giannis?
Well, he came back and said, well, it would be 49 years in the waiting for the Bucks.
Okay.
And the Clippers have never been there. Would be fun. We'll see. So he seemed like to me just a neutral fan because the Spurs aren't there.
Okay.
And he just want to see a good finals.
Okay.
Which I can respect that, Mr. Paul.
I like the Bucks, but I got the Celtics. The moderator got the Bucks.
Yeah, I got the Bucks.
I like the Spurs. I like Popovich. I like a well-run organization. Mm-hmm. And that's what the Spurs is.
YouTube can also be like Mr. Paul. You can go to our YouTube channel, leave comments, anything that you see you don't agree with, or just want to push the issue. I got questions for us. You can go in there and comment, or you can go to our Facebook page and comment. And just like Mr. Paul, you'll get on the show.
That's what I'm talking about. Shout out to Mr. Paul.
Shout out.
Appreciate you watching.
MLB, Mr. Whalen, your sport is back after we gave you such a hard time last week.
And we still playing ball. Still playing ball.
Still catching COVID, but hey.
No.
I think they're gonna play through
I think it was like 13 reported cases with the Cardinals, and it ended up being 7. I saw Yadier Molina. Mm-hmm. He was one of the announced players that caught the COVID, but as of 2 days ago, the MLB has resumed the right for the Cardinals to travel. So
the way it's looking right now, like they gonna keep playing regardless.
Just shut them down, isolate them, because they still testing regularly anyway. Mm-hmm. And after them road trips, they go home, they come back, and it just was a handful of them that didn't abide by the guidelines. I think the MLB gonna be cracking down on the guidelines a little.
Yeah, because a lot
tighter.
of players were trying to not pay attention to what was going on.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of. It's still a lot of people not taking it all the way serious.
Football's gonna have the same problem.
But like you say, it's just gonna be a learning curve for future sports that's trying to get started. That ain't isolated like the bubble and stuff like that. But
and people are happy about their baseball. They want to see
shout
their
out
baseball.
to the major leagues, man, and
American League standings. I got them up.
we got the standings up on the screen. You want to run down the standings because we got the East, the West, and the Central.
Well, in the East, we got the Yankees. They 9-2.
That's what I'm talking about, baby.
Ball.
That's why we're gonna keep playing ball right there.
That's why you wanted me to go read them off for yeah.
Keep playing ball, baby.
Wait a second, we ain't canceling no season.
Cancel the
Judge
season.
done hit a home run in every game.
Oh, we gonna get the judge. We gonna get the judge.
We ain't canceling no season.
No, we not.
They leading the East, leading the Central. The Minnesota Twins, they're 10-2.
Yeah,
Wow, they 10-2. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, well, you know the Twins broke their little record of wins last year.
That's not
So
bad.
they had a big turnaround last year, and they made the playoffs. They just ran into the Yankees.
Oakland A's, they're 8-4. Right underneath them, Houston 6-5. And Houston's playing today. I don't even know what the score is right now.
Yeah,
They're playing right now. Matter of fact.
My Yankees had that one loss until that doubleheader yesterday. Bryce Harper took us deep, and they got a win off us yesterday. But looking forward to how these playoffs gonna come down because, like I say, it's 1 through 8 right now.
More teams.
Yeah, 16 teams on 8 on both sides.
It's gonna make it fun.
It is. It should.
It's gonna make it fun.
It really
man.
should.
Without having sports for so long, it's gonna make it fun.
And they're actually testing a bunch of stuff because with the doubleheader rule being 7 innings, like high school, all the doubleheader, and they actually posted the makeup games too. Remember y'all was asking me about when they gonna make these games up and when they gonna do this, but
7
as
inning,
of today, they posted the reschedule, all the rescheduled games as of today. I meant to send it to you, but they actually got them all posted and rescheduled. If you got Bleacher Report, it's on there. If you one of your teams missed some games, go check it out. They've already been rescheduled.
I actually like the 60-game schedule.
Yeah, I think
if they were to go regular, I'd probably go to like 100. But I wouldn't go the whole. I would cut the games down. I think that would get more people engaged, and it would be more of a sense of urgency.
It makes them more meaningful. Same thing with the NBA also. I think so too. I think the NBA should start up around Christmas time, and cut that thing down to
about that though.
Cut that thing down to at least 60 games.
It's about that money.
Because them meaningless games that they playing in October and
them
November and we still watching college football and NFL and baseball playoffs. Ain't nobody even watching basketball.
Them owners don't want to lose any type of concession, especially in baseball.
Yeah.
They ain't trying to lose none of that money, which I can't blame them. But, I mean, come on. Like, you still making your money even if you cut down the games by like 20 or 25.
It's a lot of games. I agree.
National League.
And that's what makes the football season so intense on Sundays because you wait all week to that Sunday and you're only playing 16 games.
4 months.
Every one of them counts.
Months.
You ain't got none to take off because you're growing, itching you, and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So that's just where I'm at on that.
You're growing, itching you in.
Well, I don't want to get into that.
It's itching?
I don't want to get into that.
It ain't no pull. It's itching? What you been doing in that bubble, Bron?
National League. Come on, man. See, I didn't even say Bron.
Oh,
other people
the growing pool. The growing pool. Oh, boy, they going to get us next week.
National League.
We ain't right, boy. We ain't
League stuff right here. But
yeah, you got National League. They got okay, now explain this to me. Miami's number 1 in the East they have right now.
That's because they missed all those games. And just like our standings in the division when we on the Madden and the 2K, we go off win percentage.
Okay.
So that's what they go by.
Well, they number 1 right now.
Yeah, they was shut down for 2 weeks.
But they gonna make up those games.
Yeah, they gonna make those games up and
more
than likely drop down once they get to taking some of them losses they got to make up.
So Miami and Atlanta, I'm going to say Atlanta too because I know Atlanta is actually with more wins and actually been playing games.
Yeah,
so Atlanta, Miami is up there right now.
And the Braves playing some good ball. The Braves are playing good ball. They got a good team.
The Central, you have the Cubs at 10-2.
Cubs are having a good season right now.
And there's nobody else in their division that's even close. Everybody else at least 4.5 games back.
The Cubs really, they really showing out right now.
Milwaukee's disappointing.
Yeah, I mean, they got Yelich back, and Yelich, he went down last year, but they didn't get better. So,
And then the Cardinals, they're out for missing games. They only played 5, so you can't really get a good read on them yet.
Yeah.
And the West, you got Colorado 8-3, Dodgers 9-4.
Mm-hmm.
So they pretty much tied as far as for the first place.
That San Diego team is a good team also. So that should be a battle. I know everybody got Dodgers hands down, but probably want to keep an eye on that West once we get closer and deeper into the season. So that's what we've been looking forward to.
Players of the week. Yo, AL and NL Players of the week, Mr. Whalen, take it away.
Aaron Judge. All rise for the Judge, baby. I don't know if everybody keeping up with what's going on or if you even watching TV.
Oh yeah, you've been keeping us updated for sure.
Aaron Judge, man, he just went on a 5-game streak, 5 consecutive games hitting home runs. His Player of the Week stats was he bat .368 and 6 home runs and 13 RBIs in a week. And most of the time they play about 4 or 5 games in a week, 3 to 4 games in a week. So shout out to Judge. Nick Castellanos, he played for the Reds.
That's in the National League.
Yeah, that's the National League Player of the Week. And just some human numbers. And it was a good week for Nick. His batting average was .429, 4 home runs, 10 RBIs. So 4 home runs, 10 RBIs for him, 6 home runs, 13 RBIs for Judge. So shout out to Judge. We got Giancarlo Stanton hitting the ball. We got Urshela hitting the ball. We got a loaded team right now, and I'm looking forward to a non-stoppage.
Whalen does not want the baseball season to stop.
No. Wear your mask, man. Wear your mask. Let us go get this championship.
Here are your power rankings for baseball. We got baseball power rankings. Number 10, the Cleveland Indians.
Cleveland looking pretty good right now. They got a good pitching staff.
Number 9, Houston Astros.
They still there. I mean, they're getting a lot of. Well, they're actually getting off easy with the quarantine and all this stuff because they would be getting booed out of the building. But hey,
Houston still has talent over there, though.
They still got talent.
They just ain't got cold.
Altuve went out the other day. Yeah, their pitching staff took a big hit, and Verlander, he may be done for the season.
Yeah, I heard that.
He came back and disputed the report that he'd be out for the season, but it's looking like it, and he's an older guy.
Number 8, San Diego.
San Diego, I just talk about San Diego. I don't know if everybody know they got Manny Machado over there, Fernando Tatis Jr. They actually got a pretty good team over there, and I'm looking to see what that West gonna bring about in the NL.
Number 7 is the Oakland A's.
The A's, that's another good team in the AL. Going to be a for sure playoff contender, a team that can easily take anybody 7 games. So shout out to the Oakland A's.
Number 6, Tampa Bay Rays.
And the Tampa Bay Rays. Everybody thought they'd take a big decline after last year. They had a real good season with their pitching staff they had. Snell, one of the ace pitchers, he having a tough year this year, and they still winning games. So shout out to the Rays. That's one of our divisional opponents, being a Yankee in the East. But we still going to take that thing.
They ain't got nothing for y'all.
Not nothing. Not nothing.
Here's your top 5 power rankings. The number 5 team, Chicago Cubs.
Actually, one of the hottest teams playing ball right now is the Cubs. And they look real good. They still loaded with that. I saw they had Chris Bryant lead off the other day. Rizzo lost some weight.
He's getting back to hitting, too.
Yeah, Anthony Rizzo, he lost some weight, and he putting the ball in play. And it's a good team over there in Chicago.
Number 4 team, Atlanta Braves.
Yep, that Braves team, I was just touching on them being one of the hot teams right now also. Freddie Freeman at first base, putting the bat on the ball. They just lost their actual ace pitcher.
I was just about to say that.
And I think he's done for the season.
ACL, I think it was.
Yeah, I think he tore his ACL. But,
or it might have been an Achilles.
No, it's ACL.
Okay,
it was his ACL, and, I mean, that was their ace. I mean, you got your pitching, your number 1 pitchers, and you got the ace. And they lost the ace, so we're going to see if they're going to be able to stay afloat.
Number 3 team, Minnesota Twins.
The Twins got that momentum from last year, and they just kept it going. They scored a lot of runs last year. Hit a bunch of home runs. I think they broke one of the home run records for the franchise last year. So look out for the Twins. And when the playoffs come, that's going to be somebody you might want to not play.
Yeah, number 3 in the power rankings. That's not bad.
Yeah, I mean, I think they had maybe the 4th most wins last year. Or maybe the 3rd most wins last year.
So now they coming
and
on
coming
strong.
from almost 60-some wins to 105, I think they had last year. So it's a big turnaround.
Number 2 team, Los Angeles Dodgers, Mr. Reggie's team.
Reggie F. Baby's Dodgers. Mookie had a scare the other day. Mookie hit 2 home runs the other day getting it started. He had a big throwdown at third base from right field. Catch a man at third base. But I tell you what, Mookie, I think it was a finger injury. And they took him. The X-rays came back negative. So look like he going to be all right with Bellinger and Justin Turner and Greinke pitched a good game the other day.
Kershaw.
Looked like the Dodgers. Oh, that's what I meant, Kershaw, not Greinke. Kershaw. But it looked like the Dodgers should be able to come out of that National League.
Your number 1 team power ranking wise, Mr. Whalen is the Yankees.
That's what I'm talking about. Somebody thinking straight. We just lost, like I said, we just lost last night, and I just got the notification we just lost again to the Phillies. So that's going to put a 3rd loss on us, but the bats are alive.
I got something for you.
DJ LeMahieu, he coming up big in that leadoff spot, getting on base.
Here come the Judge.
Judge in that 2 spot, and we know what he doing with it, but it's a couple of players that surprised me. Urshela, that's coming up big. Even Brett Gardner, one of our older players, he coming up big. He hit a 2-run shot yesterday. So we got all the talent we need. For everybody looking for an update on Garrett Cole, I think he's 3-0. I don't think we gave up maybe a run or 2. I think that first game somebody hit a home run on him, but that's all they scored that night was that 1 point.
Garrett Cole.
So Garrett Cole was out there, and
that's probably my favorite player in baseball.
With Garrett Cole and that batting order we got, I mean, when you get to the 7th, 8th, even the 9th batter, and that could be somebody's cleanup hitter, it's tough to get through that as a pitcher.
You might have a Yankee convert over here.
That's what I'm talking about. You got the cap already.
Because Garrett Cole was my favorite player when I seen him. Went to my first MLB game, and I wasn't really a baseball fan. And I seen Garrett Cole pitching, like, he impressed me. And it's like, he left Houston. Like, but that's my dude. And now he with the Yankees. So
he getting wins, and he not even pitching his best stuff right now. So once that come around, I mean, everybody took a lot of time off. But once we get in playoff mode,
and I think teams like the Yankees, this shortened season is going to really help them. Because you get off to a fast start, then you can go ahead and maybe put away as far as clinching and getting where you need to get. And if you got some people that get hurt, you can get them healthy, and then boom.
It's just so many runs that's made in baseball, being 162 games and cutting it down to 60 games. Those runs going to have to be at the right time. And, I mean, if you get hot at the right time, or if you go cold at the wrong time, I think it can affect you in this new playoff format because, hey, it's gonna be some teams that's gonna get in there, and they coming to play. They ain't been there before, or they ain't been there in a long time because you go from 5 teams making it in your conference to 8 teams making it.
So it's 8 per side now.
It's 8 on each side this year. I mean, it's actually this year. It's a bunch of stuff that they trying out because of the shortened season.
Playoffs are going to be wild.
If it comes out to being a success, well, they're going to be looking forward to pushing it into the full seasons. So,
well, that's your MLB update from us, man. We got basketball covered. We got MLB covered. Now we got PGA, the Players Championship, teed off today.
Yeah, we might well touch on it because it is a major championship.
This what they playing for. Well, not just that. They playing for the money, but that's the trophy they would get and whatnot.
They playing over in San Francisco.
And these are the tee times that we had for today, or these were the pairings that we had, rather, for this morning. So we're just going to go ahead and run through these real quick and let Waylon kind of give you his synopsis.
I'm going to just give you some quick notable pairings. These are actually some good pairings. I mean, I'm pretty sure they did this for TV. But Justin Thomas, he just won last week. He won the St. Jude, and that was just a week ago. Tiger, everybody know Tiger, and Rory is still top 3 in the FedEx Cup. So That's a powerhouse power ranking right there. I think Tiger finished 2 under today. I think JT was 2 under last time I looked.
Now, they're in San Francisco, and the one thing they were talking about with Tiger is that, he has back spasms and things of that nature. And I'm kind of familiar with having spasms or whatnot when that temperature get cold. And they were just worrying about if that temperature didn't get like over 70, where we kind of have some heat out there, you would have to worry about maybe his back starting to kind of maybe act up and whatnot, which I was surprised it was even 50 degrees in San Francisco at this time of year, to tell you the truth, because it's like 100 down here.
Yeah, I know. It's let's not forget Tiger's from over there. He played in Stanford and all that. It's actually a course that he's familiar with.
I would like to see him competing on Sunday.
If he can get in there, all you need to do is get out there and have a good round tomorrow, as long as he don't go backwards, because I think the leader was 5 under, and that's
5
gonna
under, yeah.
That's gonna put the cut at probably plus 2 or 3 probably. So he's already 2 under. So
maintain today.
If he can hold strong through tomorrow, he'll definitely make the cut, and we'll be watching Tiger this weekend. But yeah, Tiger finished 2 under. Rory broke even today, and Justin Thomas, JT, went plus 1. So
okay,
that was a big. He was actually, I think he lost a ball in the tree, went in the tree and never came down, and that's why he went backwards on that plus 1. But they got Jordan Spieth, Dustin Johnson, and Justin Rose, all major winners. So that's another power pairing right there. And after today, I looked at a couple of them, and outside of Justin Rose finishing 4 under, it was just a tough day for most of the big names.
Bryson DeChambeau, Adam Scott, and Ricky Fowler.
DeChambeau, he broke his driver head off his driver on one of the tee boxes. He's 2 under with Tiger, and I think that Dustin Johnson was 1 under. And I didn't see anybody else that had a real good day today.
They had Phil paired up with Sergio Garcia and John Rahm.
Man, Phil Mickelson, he had a good career, but, I know they give Tiger a hard time. He could take months off, miss a cut, and the sky fell. But Phil Mickelson missed cuts all the time, and he on the verge of maybe missing this cut. He plus 2 after round 1. Let's see, he can come back and have a real good day. And that Jordan Spieth was plus 3. That's what I was looking for also.
Gary Woodland, Shane Lowry, and Brooks Koepka. That's your last pairing of note that they had going on today.
That's another group full of major champions also. So
these were your leaders at the end of the day today before we came into the studio. Jason Day, 5 under. Scotty Scheffler, 4 under. Martin Kamer, Xander Schauffele, 4 under, and Bud Cauley, 4 under. So yeah, it's relatively close right now.
Yeah, 5 under ain't out the realm of reach. So everybody should be. They call Saturday moving day, and we'll see who make the cut after tomorrow. And on moving day, we'll be able to get a better gauge of who gonna be in contention for this championship.
And that's your PGA Players Championship. So where we going next? NFL?
Yeah, NFL. It ain't too much in the NFL, but
before we get started, what you got? I got 53.
We right on time.
Okay. Cool. We good. Okay, NFL. 66 players have opted out.
Man, and most of them Patriots.
Due to the COVID. A lot of them cited legitimate reasons. And I know a lot of fan bases, because for some reason, when it comes to football and basketball, there's 2 totally different fan bases, and people in football just believe you're supposed to be able to play through anything. COVID-19 is something different. And if somebody says, I'm going to give up millions of dollars because I'd rather be safe and not bring it to my family, you have to respect that.
Yeah.
Point blank, period.
Yeah,
That's it.
If you scared of it, like you say, you don't know, nobody know you. What's going on at your house, and what kind of.
A lot of the players that I've seen who did opt out, they either they had conditions, or their loved ones had conditions. Like I think one guy, he had testicular cancer, and then his son ended up with some form of cancer. So of course he doesn't want to play. He doesn't want to catch that. And other people with like asthma and just things of that nature. And I mean
that's the main thing is like the breathing. Any kind of respiratory issues or anything like that, I would really be cautious.
Yep.
But I mean, some people.
Dallas lost 3.
Some people got back problems and they opted out. So I mean, come on now.
But I mean, it's their money though.
It is.
It's their money. And the thing is, what a lot of people are saying is that, okay, they don't want to play this year. Is that going to hurt their chances for playing next year as far as like roster spots and things of that nature?
Yeah,
Are they going to take that into consideration?
If you get out there and somebody shine while you at the house, then hey, they deserve to play.
And that's just the chance that they
got out there and put their life on the line.
That's just true.
So I mean, I don't want to take it from somebody that's gonna go out there and lay it all on the line.
And that's just the chance that they taking. But it's an educated decision. The last opt-out day was today, so everybody else who did not opt out today will be playing. Hopefully, when the season starts September the 10th, there is no preseason.
September the 10th, no preseason. So
we jumping right into that thing, man. Right into that thing, man.
I mean, it's just a lot of people sitting out. If you don't feel safe playing, we don't want to see you play.
Dallas got our CDL license, ball.
Oh, boy, get out of here.
City Lamb.
Dallas, huh?
Oh, yeah. Dak, Zeke, and CDL.
Oh.
Dak, Zeke, and CDL,
I saw something came out where Amari Cooper said he want all 3 of the receivers to catch for over 1,000 yards. That's the goal for their receiving core.
Amari Cooper, how about when you're not getting locked up, you actually stay in the game?
I mean,
before wanting to go catch 1,000 yards. How about when you're not doing well against the Jets, you don't go pout on the sideline? How about when Stephon Gilmore is locking you up, you don't go crying to the coach and go sit on the sideline before you worry about 1,000 yards?
Well, I mean, why you want to give Cooper a hard time?
Man, because look, it's time.
If it wasn't for Cooper last year, Cooper was one of y'all few bright spots last year.
When it came,
he just ran up on the best cornerback in the league.
When the rubber meet the road, I need you to be out there. I don't give a damn. When the rubber meet the road, I'm tired of this, man. I'm tired. We always get these balls break. Look, don't talk about all 3 of us need 1,000. How about we get 10 wins and win the division first?
Okay,
let's do that.
Talk to the coaching staff. I would talk to the coaching staff before I get to talking too much with Cooper, because I just saw a lot of bad coaching.
Yeah, but Coop,
That's what I saw. A lot of bad coaching.
Bad coaching ain't got nothing to do with Stephon Gilmore locking you up.
Well,
they ain't got nothing to do with that.
Call a different receiver.
They ain't got nothing to do with that.
Call a different receiving route.
But you supposed to be the alpha, though. You the A receiver. We gave you all that money. I expect for you to have more than 2 catches?
I mean, if
for like 20 yards.
I mean, you still gotta scheme and call plays to get people open.
I'll put that on Garrett. All I'm saying is that I don't want my team talking. Shut up.
Because you know what?
Put your head down.
Just do
and
like
go play.
Because when we have problems getting people open, you know what Bill do? He call the old rub route.
Yeah, y'all gonna be doing a lot of rub routes this year, boy.
We gonna set
rubber dub.
That's where the other receiver come across and set a pick for the other receiver.
It's gonna be a lot of stuff y'all gonna be doing this year, boy.
Hey, we back, man. Don't worry about that.
Where?
Don't worry about
back
that.
Back where?
You gonna see. You're gonna be like, man, they just find a way.
Tampa Bay still got room. Tampa Bay still got room.
Tampa Bay better prove themselves.
Tampa Bay gonna win about
Somebody
9
come
games.
in about Tampa Bay and how they not proven yet. Who was that? Which one of the Saints had something to say about that?
Cameron Jordan.
Cameron Jordan had something to say about Tom Brady and the Bucks, thinking that it's just in the bag. And
I seen a stat on Drew Brees today. Since the Saints aren't up in here, I can say this right here.
Here we go.
Since 2017, Drew Brees has not thrown a pass of more than 35 yards.
For real?
Mm-hmm. Now, not talking about if they take it 35 yards, but the ball coming out his arm, 35 yards. I seen that. That's a stat either on NFL, on Fox, or something like that.
Well, we're going to have to leave that to be continued for next week. We got a minute, Mr. Ryan.
Let's
a minute. Get that promo out there.
Yeah, we appreciate y'all for checking us out.
Shout out to the division.
Go to our YouTube channel, The Division Podcast, the same name. Go there, subscribe, like, share. I've been seeing our shares have been going up. We appreciate that. Go ahead, show us some love. Also, you can go to iTunes, The Division Podcast of the same name. Also, our Facebook page, The Division Podcast. Like, share, comment. all of that. And also check us out, AOCINC.org.
Shout out to AOC.
Shout out to AOC. And, just keep showing us some love, man. That's it. Point blank,
Looking
period.
for the next comment for next week. Make sure you post something, and we'll elaborate on it.
And that's it, man. So on behalf of myself and
Mr. Taylor.
And everybody that ain't here, Reg, be safe out there, whatnot.
See y'all next week.
Fur gonna get on this next week. We are The Division. This is our podcast, and we gonna holler at y'all next week.